Introduction. The world of the SCP Foundation is vast, terrifying, and fascinating. Among its countless anomalies, few have achieved the legendary status of SCP-173, known among fans as the sculpture or the murderous statue. This enigmatic creature, the first official entry ever posted to the SCP Wiki, has become the icon of the SCP Foundation, giving birth to a massive collaborative fiction universe. In this in-depth exploration, we'll uncover everything there is to know about SCP-173, its origin, containment procedures, behaviors, lore implications, and psychological significance. We'll also delve into fan theories, real-world inspirations, and the narrative techniques that make SCP-173 such a terrifying and unforgettable anomaly. Whether you're a longtime SCP fan or new to the mythos, prepare yourself, because SCP-173 is watching, as long as you're not. A community is born. To understand the significance of SCP-173, we need to go back to 2007, when an anonymous user posted a short horror article on the board of 4chan. The story was written in the style of a classified document, describing a strange, animate statue that could kill in the blink of an eye, literally. This post sparked intense interest. Readers began contributing similar articles, which eventually led to the creation of the SCP Wiki, a collaborative writing platform built around the idea of a fictional secret organization that secures, contains, and protects the world from paranormal anomalies. SCP-173 was the first entry, and it set the tone for the entire universe. It's important to note that the original image of SCP-173, a creepy, humanoid sculpture made of concrete, rebar, and spray paint, was taken from a real artwork titled Untitled 2004 by Japanese artist Izumi Kato, and used without permission. The image has since been removed from the official SCP Wiki, but its influence lingers in fan adaptations and media. Official designation. Object Class, Euclid. Threat Level, High, under certain circumstances. Special Containment Procedures, SCP-173 is to be kept in a locked container at all times. When personnel enter SCP-173's cell, no fewer than 3 individuals must enter at once and maintain direct eye contact with SCP-173 at all times. Physical description. SCP-173 resembles a rough humanoid statue made of concrete and rebar, with traces of Krylon brand spray paint on its face. Its form is grotesque, vaguely human, but off-putting and alien. Its limbs appear disproportionately long, and its expression is disturbing, with hollow eyes and a twisted face that almost seems to mock the viewer. Behavior. Here's where things get truly unsettling. SCP-173 is animate, but only when not being directly observed. The moment it is out of a person's line of sight, even for a blink. It can move at incredible speeds, snapping necks and killing its victims almost instantly. It is silent while still, but the movement is accompanied by a scraping sound. It will attack by snapping the neck at the base of the skull or strangling the victim. It leaves behind a brown-red substance on the floor, believed to be a mix of feces and blood, which accumulates when it is active. The containment procedures of SCP-173 are deceptively simple but psychologically intense. The requirement that at least 3 people must enter its containment chamber, and always maintain eye contact, is a brilliant narrative device that highlights the tension and fragility of human coordination. Imagine standing in a room with a creature that can kill you the moment you blink. You can't look away. You can't flinch. You must trust your fellow personnel to not blink at the wrong moment. This creates a constant state of psychological pressure, fear, and potential betrayal, even if unintentional. This is where SCP-173 thrives as a horror concept. It weaponizes something as natural and involuntary as blinking. It makes the mundane act of eye contact a matter of life and death. The horror is immediate, primal, and physical. Embodiment of pure danger. SCP-173 is not a villain with a backstory. It is not a tortured soul or a misunderstood entity. It is a pure anomaly, an object that defies natural law and threatens life. This makes it similar to classic horror monsters like the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who, which likely inspired or were inspired by similar mechanics. But unlike the Weeping Angels, SCP-173 has no lore about its creation or purpose. It exists without explanation, making it more terrifying. It raises questions but provides no answers. It represents the unknown and unknowable. A study in perception. Philosophically, SCP-173 plays with the concept of observation and quantum mechanics. Much like the observer effect in physics, where a particle's state changes when observed, SCP-173 is entirely dependent on perception. It cannot move when seen, which hints at reality being shaped by our gaze. What else exists only when we look? What truths are hidden in the moments we blink? The breakdown of trust. Another key theme is dependence on others. The safety of personnel in SCP-173's chamber depends on constant cooperation and trust. One blink, one moment of selfishness or mistake, and death is instant. This concept reflects the delicate balance of human society, where trust is necessary for survival, and so easily broken. SCP-173 has appeared in countless adaptations, video games, short films, and fan fiction. Perhaps the most well-known is the video game SCP, Containment Breach, where players must survive and escape from a facility filled with anomalies, including SCP-173, which is the first and most lethal threat encountered. In the game, the blink mechanic is central to gameplay. Players must manage a blink timer and keep SCP-173 in view, mimicking the containment protocols and creating intense tension. There are also numerous fan theories about SCP-173's origin. Some believe it is an ancient cursed object, others suggest it is a creature from another dimension or a failed artistic experiment gone wrong. None of these are canon, but that's the beauty of the SCP universe. It encourages speculation, layering new horror on top of the unknown. Let's go deeper. What does SCP-173 represent? Fear of the unseen. Humans fear what they cannot see. SCP-173 embodies this primal terror. Its threat activates precisely when we are at our most vulnerable, blinking, turning away, losing focus. It's the monster under the bed, the thing in the corner of your eye, the killer in the dark hallway. Loss of control. SCP-173 reminds us how fragile we are. It kills quickly, without warning, and without remorse. It doesn't communicate or negotiate. It doesn't care. In a world where we often try to control our surroundings, SCP-173 is a stark reminder that some forces are beyond us. Social commentary. One could also interpret SCP-173 as a metaphor for trust in systems and people. Three people must work in perfect unison to survive, a microcosm of how society depends on coordinated effort to function. When that breaks down, through error or selfishness, people die. While SCP-173 began as a short, clinical horror entry, its legacy has evolved. Later SCPs build on narrative complexity, psychological depth, and metaphysical horror. Yet 173 remains powerful in its simplicity. It shows that a single, well-written page can inspire an entire world. It has no backstory, yet it's endlessly mysterious. It does not speak, yet it's unforgettable. It cannot move while you look at it, yet its presence haunts us constantly. Conclusion: why SCP-173 endures. SCP-173 is a masterpiece of minimalist horror. It works because it leaves gaps. Gaps the reader fills with their own fear. Its power lies not in its physical form, but in its rules, its implications, and the tension it creates. It changed the internet horror landscape forever, launching a collaborative storytelling platform that continues to grow, adapt, and evolve. In the end, SCP-173 is more than just a monster. It is an idea, one that reminds us that danger can come from the most unexpected places, and that sometimes, survival depends on keeping your eyes open, and never blinking. So the next time you feel something watching you from the corner of the room, remember, it may not move while you see it. But when you look away, this is the end. If you find it interesting, you can like and follow to see the latest videos. Thank you.